Peace, Franklin. What up? We got 9 people watching. Where y'all? Where y'all watching from? How was y'all day? I had some day, man. See, we got Asian. We got an Asian in the house. Where you from? Salute to you. Oh, it was a rough one. But I think I'm on my way to being back above water, man. Ah, it was like I was drowning for the past few weeks. I kind of got back on top today financially, kind of taking those baby steps. China, salute to China. Franklin, what's going on, Franklin? Are you dealing with rough times right now? Are you dealing with a breakup? Did you lose a job? Nah, I cannot speak Chinese, unfortunately. Come on, y'all, double tap that screen. Show me some love, man. Like the video. Just came on here to share my reality with y'all. Show me some love. Thank you for the like, whoever that was. Okay, so what's up? We got somebody from China. Who else is watching? We got a little bit of heat on. Me dumb ass. Cash Stitch. Oh, you're saying me, dumbass. Oh, I'm the dumbass. Got it. Got you. All right, Cash, where are you watching from? Uh, part of time. Hey, dog, I don't like to say where I'm from or where I'm at. You know, niggas asking on them. That's a personal question. Got okay. But all right. So, what do you like to say, Franklin? What do you like to talk about? I mean, you're on here. What do you want to share with us? You got the floor. What do you want to share with the people, Franklin? Hey man, I don't like to talk about nothing. I I can see that. But okay, what else? So the only person talking to me right now is the person who doesn't like to talk about nothing. That's grand. Okay. GTA 5 character. Issa Ant or Issa Ant? What's good? Where are you watching from? Issa Ant? And thank you for chiming in. GTA 5 character. It's funny. That is funny. USA, nice. Where at in the USA, if you don't mind? I'm in Delaware right now. I'm in Delaware. Franklin, it seems like you're the only one talking all that shit. Like nobody's talking any shit. But okay, I don't I don't get it. Nor do I have the energy to try to get it. I asked you. I mean, I said you have the floor. I said that you could speak your piece. Um, I don't know, pal. What's your deal? Hmm? What's your deal? That's a funny question. What is your deal? That's a funny ass question. It's funny. It's funny questions like that keep me going, man. They keep me afloat. What is your deal? How you ask somebody what their deal is? Chilling with the Gators. So, right. Are you in Florida? Is what you're saying? Who's making fun of your name? Y'all. Who's y'all? There's literally only one other person viewing right now, and no one said anything about your name, Franklin. What? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know, Franklin. It's given, not given. You know what I mean? It's given, not given. It's given, not given. But to each his own. If that's your brand, you know, do what you do. Do what you do. I really have too much on my plate to even entertain it. You know, really. I gotta create the bar today for tomorrow. I gotta do some mixing. Okay, well, you have a good night, Franklin. Thanks for tuning in. Cash says, he said, Franklin, get quiet. I've never heard, I've heard be quiet or get out of here, get lost, get quiet. That's classic. Thanks for that, Cash. Franklin, get quiet. Oh, man. Damn, I'm missing biscuits. If I had some biscuits from Red Lobster right now, that'd be the move. Let's go with this Taylor Court. That'd be the move. Who's still on? It's an ant. My day was rough. Rough. I woke up $125 in the red. So I had no money in my bank account. I couldn't eat until later this evening. It was $125 negative. Because I spent the last 2 weeks in Georgia not really making much money. Then when I come back up to Delaware, Easy Pass wants to increase my spending. If you're familiar with Easy Pass, you know how that works. They charge you a certain amount at one time. They increased it because of all the tolls I went through coming back from Georgia to Delaware. Planet Fitness bill is due, and then some yearly reoccurring bill hit me up, even though I requested to cancel the membership last year. So they emailed me and let me know that they're going to refund the money, but the money was already taken out of my account. So it's going to take 5 to 7 business days probably. So being hit with those things, it's like it took about $150 away from me that I was expected to have, because I got to get my oil changed. I'm doing that first thing in the morning. So all day I had no money. Like, I had to just bust my ass with Instacart orders to climb up out of the hole. And at the end of the day, of my last order, my gas tank was on E. Unfortunately, I got out of the hole, and I was able to put a little bit of money in the gas in the tank, get something to eat, and then with that money I put in the tank, I used that to do some more driving around doing Instacart shopping. All right, so now I'm able to get my oil changed tomorrow morning. But today was rough. And I think I made the mistake by going to Georgia. I shouldn't have left Delaware. There was no money to be made in Georgia, man. Instacart doesn't pay you anything in Georgia. Like, nothing. I pretty much made enough money to be able to eat and put gas in my tank to make the trip back to Delaware. Like, Instacart don't pay nothing in Georgia, man. And the whole time I'm out there, bills are stacking up. Phone bill is late. Car note is late. Had I been in Delaware the past 2 weeks, I would have paid that stuff off, and I probably would have been able to stack a little bit of money to get myself back on track. And I could tell just by today, the kind of money I made today with Instacart. In one day, I should have stayed in Delaware. The last 2 weeks, I would have had a nice amount of money. Not a lot, but at least I wouldn't be delinquent with like my car note and my phone bill, and I would have been able to take care of my car, get the oil changed earlier, because there's a specific spot I go to in Delaware to do my oil change, and they also wash the car at the same time. So that's why I didn't do it when I was in Georgia. Not to mention I didn't have enough money to do it in Georgia. Like, I didn't. I made enough money from Instacart today in one day to cover what I was making 3 days in Georgia. Think about that. I wasn't making no money in Georgia. Then as I start driving back up towards Delaware and North Carolina, it got a little bit better, but still it wasn't about nothing. Yeah, I mean, the rest of my day, I'm winding down now. The day is over. Well, no, it's not over. The Instacart shopping is over. I still got to work on some music. I still got work to do on my laptop before I go to sleep. But yeah, tomorrow I'll feel better once I get my oil changed, because I'm way past the mileage. I'm way past the mileage. I should have only stayed in Georgia for 1 week instead of 2 weeks. But with my situation, it's like it don't matter where I drive to or what city or state I'm staying in. I'm sleeping in my car. Like, I'm living out of my car. No matter where I go. I find a rest area or a 24-hour Planet Fitness parking lot or something, you know what I mean? And what's up? Should have stayed in Delaware, man. I know how to make my money here. Like I said, it ain't a lot, but it's enough. It's enough to start. I can't even say I can't really hack. I can't even hack away at my debt like that. It's not enough for that. But it is enough. It's enough to not create new debt. Put it like that. I'll make enough money in Delaware to not create new debt. to not have new collections coming after me. I make enough to be able to pay my car note, my phone bill, things of that nature. Put gas in the car, eat. I make enough for that. Maybe once a week get a cheap hotel room to sleep in. You know, I make enough in Delaware for that. I don't make enough to climb out of this hole that I'm in. But I make enough to not dig it deeper. Yeah. Does that make sense? And staying in Georgia for 2 weeks. Almost dug it deeper. Damn near dug it deeper. Got nobody watching or nobody talking to me, so I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this mixing. Checking periodically to see if anybody's or somebody just tapped in. What's good? You're watching my reality TV show, Living Out of My Car. This is my real life experience. No cap, no editing. Is what it is. Right now I'm working on my laptop. I'm enjoying this Taylor port. About to eat the rest of my food in a minute. See, harder times, but it could always get harder. I got friends in the Bing. Ain't talking Chandler or Monica. What should be the bar? Bar should I go with? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Let's see. Save image as bartender one. Bartender two. Huh. I wonder. Bartender three. Granola bar. Do I use the Nori bar? Protein bar. Just protein bar. Protein bar. Hello, new people just joining in. Just doing some work on my computer right now. I'm looking for images of bars for my bar of the day on Instagram. Well, other than last one. Hershey's, save images. Hershey's. this again? Mars 2. Oh, there was something up here. Then I must go back to it. Oh, what was it? Really long ago. Nope. It's granola bar, but I don't see. These are granola bar. It's not giving what I want, what I'm looking for. It's not giving what I'm looking for. Maybe this. Granola. Well, let's go Willy Wonka. Image of Willy Wonka bar. you ever? No, never. I guess I have. I have. All right, let's see something. Let's see something. I'm about to record some bar of the days. What's going to be the bar? Hard times. Snickers, Mars, Hershey's. Hard times, but can always get harder. Hard times. Hard times. I like to match. If I'm putting my mouth and my eyes on a person's face, I like to match what they look like with my voice, if that makes any sense. Hard times, but can always get harder. Hard times. Hard times, but can always get harder. That might work. Yeah. Hard times, but can always get harder. Got friends in the Bing. Ain't talking Chandler or Monica. Always get harder. Got friends in the Bing. Ain't talking Chandler or Monica. Yeah. Hard times, but can always get harder. Got friends in the Bing. Ain't talking Chandler or Monica. Yeah. Hard times, but can always get harder. Got friends in the Bing. Ain't talking Chandler or Monica. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Hard times, but can always get harder. Got friends in the Bing. Ain't talking Chandler or Monica. Yeah. Hard times. Okay. All right. What's the next bar gonna be? Uh, all right, we can do that. Most folk, most folk throw in their hand before the payoff because they thought. Most folk throw in their hand before the payoff because they thought making the bands would be a cakewalk. Mm. Most folk throw in their hand before the payoff because they thought making the bands would be a cakewalk. Most folk throw in their hand before the payoff because they thought making the bands would be a cakewalk. Perfect. Most folk throw in their hand before the payoff because they thought making the bands would be a cakewalk. Most folk throw in their hand before the payoff because they thought making the bands would be a cakewalk. Snakes where they. Invisible ghosts trying to find the root to these Tariq's black thoughts. Snakes swear they invisible. I can still hear the hissing fool. Visible ghosts trying to find the root to these Tariq's black thoughts that consume my inner peace. Man, these snakes swear they invisible. I can still hear you hissing fool. Man, these snakes swear they invisible. I can still hear you hissing fool. Man, these snakes swear they invisible. I can still hear you hissing fool. Man, these snakes swear they invisible. Man, man, these snakes swear they invisible. I can still hear you hissing, fool. Man, these snakes swear they invisible. I can still hear you hissing, fool. Man, these snakes swear they still hear the hissing. I can still hear you hissing, fool. Hear the hissing, fool. Man, these snakes swear they invisible. I can still hear you hissing, fool. Yeah, I can still hear the hissing, fool. I can still hear. How many did I just do? I just did like 3 or 4. I have enough to see what's what. I want to go. What's up with this? Come on, man. Give me something. Something. Come on. What is that, man? Hey, right. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's do one more. Figure out the right photo. Maybe this one. I said, girl, let's cover every topic. I said, girl, let's cover. I said, girl, let's cover every topic, including those with sensitive views. I said, girl, let's cover. I said, I said, girl, let's cover every topic, including those with sensitive views. I said, girl, let's cover every topic, including those with sensitive views. Politics, religion, Kendrick at the Super Bowl. I said, girl, let's cover every topic, including those with sensitive views. Politics, religion, Kendrick at the Super Bowl. I said, girl, let's cover every topic, including those with sensitive views. Politics, religion, Kendrick at the Super Bowl. I said, girl, let's cover every topic. All right, so now I just did about 5 or 6. So we got enough bar of the days lined up. Got enough of those lined up. Let's see, how many did I do? I did more than I expected to do. Snapchat. Where you at? There you go. There you go. It's childhood lessons that you carry. Huh? Yeah. Hard times, but can always get harder. Got friends in the band. You talking Chandler or Monica? Bar today. It's child. Most folk throw in their hand before the payoff because they thought making the bands would be a cakewalk. Man, these niggas swear they invisible. I can still hear you hissing, fool. Man, these niggas swear they invisible. I can still hear you hissing, fool. I said, girl, let's cover every topic, including those with sensitive views. Politics, religion, Kendrick at the Super Bowl. That's 4. Bar today. Yeah. Hard. That's 4. I feel like hard times, but can always get. I feel like one, 2, 3. 4. Are there 4? Yeah, there are 4. I didn't do Twix or the Snickers. Guess not. Nope, snap. I'm looking for the questions already. One, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 ready to go. Okay. Let's charge this phone up a bit. I can still hit. No. Is that it? Cash, what up? Welcome back. What the hell? Apply. New viewers, what's good? Just working on some things. Fine. Okay, it's time to eat. Where was that? Oh, keep doing the same thing twice. There you go. Now, earlier I got some food from one of those like teriyaki bourbon chicken stands at the at the food court in the mall. And I wanted to add some plantain to my order. I said, I just want a few pieces of plantain. How much is it, for a side of plantain? How much is it and how much comes in it? And I thought she was tripping when she said something like 15 pieces. She was speaking another language. So I'm like, is she saying 15? What? Nah, I can't be. Right? You know how when you go like to the West Indian spot and it comes with plantain, or maybe you ask for some plantain on the side and they give you about three, 4 pieces, sometimes only 2 pieces. I'm expecting, I just want to pay for some, a side of plantain. Let me get like 3 or 4 pieces of plantain. Y'all, this don't make no sense. Oh, shit. Hold on. This don't make no sense. uh, this makes no sense. Look, this is about a mountain of plantains. A mountain of plantains? This is about 12 or 15 pieces of plantain, and I already ate like 6. Who needs this much? I am one guy. I'm one guy with one guy. One man, one meal. I'm one man with one meal. I only need 3 to 5 pieces of plantain. 5 might be overdoing it. You give me 25 pieces of plantain? Good thing they taste good. They're delicious. What am I going to do? What am I doing with 20 pieces of plantain? I'm one man, one meal. This summer. What the hell, man? Really? This is crazy. Why I never asked for a side of plantain and got 25 pieces. For the low at that, because it didn't really put it didn't add that much more onto my meal. I got a meal and a drink. It didn't add that much more onto it. So you're giving me 25 pieces of plantain for the low? Why? Why are y'all wasting money like that? Why? Crazy. It's crazy. One man, one meal. This summer. This summer. What's his name? Don LaFontaine. Yeah, I think he really talks like that. Like, did he talk like that in school as a child? The teacher asked him a question. Did he have that voice? Did he always have that voice? That this summer, one man. Where's my fork? One decision. I sound like what you call that comedian. I forgot his name. There was this comedian years ago. He used to kill it. He talked about Arnold Schwarzenegger being Little Tortilla Boy. He killed it with the movie guy voice and the sound effects. I forgot his name. When I get around to it, I'll Google it and then let y'all know later. He said, one man, one decision, one desire. The way he said desire, yo. Desire. Why is it always one, though? One man, one decision, one desire, one love, one city. One disaster, one enemy. In the movie trailer, they're never facing more than one of these things. There's always one. It's one of more than. It's more than one something, but each something is only one. You know, if I'm making sense, like one headphone, one bottle of wine, one shirt. There's always one. I would say one plantain, but that's we all know that's not true. It's about it's about 15 plants in here. One fork. I'm just looking at my Instacart cash out for the day thinking, damn, I should have stayed in Delaware. So never went to Atlanta. But as bad as the experience was, especially the show that I went down there to perform for, it was a terrible performance. Terrible. I gave a bad performance. I was in my head too much. I didn't connect with the crowd. You know, when you get on stage and you don't have the crowd, if you don't connect in the beginning, you can forget about it. And I know I didn't connect, and I know I should have, and I know how I could have, but in the moment, absent-minded. I just didn't do it. So I gave a bad performance. But I want to say this. And I learned this that night. And if there's any DJs that see this, and if you DJ at a strip club, you need to understand. You need to understand that I understand. I understand the aesthetic of the sound that is produced in the strip club and why it needs to be that way. I get it. I want you to understand that I understand. I get it. These chicks are shaking their ass to Cardi B and the Migos and Future and Little Baby. And for the most part, it's about that bass in the beat vibrating through their body, making them feel like they're actually a part of this music. They feel it in their bodies. It helps them to shake it and pop it and drop it. I get it. And it's also the melody cutting through, that Future melody, that Little Baby melody cutting through. And because we're all familiar with the song, we know the words. But you can't really clearly hear the words in the strip club. Mind you, the spot that I was in, you know, they got the words on the screen. Actually, I've been to a few spots that had that. They got the words while the song is playing on the screen, kind of like karaoke style, but it's not karaoke. But you know, Little Baby words are going across the screen, Future words are going. So these are popular records, and you got to have the words showing because you can't really clearly hear, but you feel like you hear what they're saying because you know the words already. You know what I mean? You already know what Cardi B is saying, so you feel like you feel like you understand it clearly, but you don't. And you're not supposed to, because it's there for the strippers to gyrate based on the bass in the music and the melody that's cutting through the music. So she just needs to feel the music, feel the beat, and she needs to resonate with that melody. even though you can't clearly understand what's being said. All right, I painted that picture to say that DJs, if you're a DJ at a strip club and you have a portion of the show, I get it. We're here to see the ass. It's the strippers show. They rule the world. I get it. But if you have a portion of your event that night where artists are performing, unknown artists, remember, Future, Lil Baby, the Migos songs are playing while the chicks are stripping. That's the aesthetic of the place. And you can't clearly hear what they are saying because the music is playing at a level to where we don't need to hear what they're saying. We just need to feel it. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you have a portion of your event where artists are actually performing, unknown artists, where people do not know the words, we don't know who this person is, you have to cater your sound to that. You can't keep your sound at the same level that you do when the girls are stripping. You have to turn the music down, maybe even EQ it in a way where the bass is not drowning out the artist's voice, and you have to turn the microphone up. You have to EQ it and balance it so that these artists can put on a show. Not only being fair to the artists, but being fair to the people in the crowd that didn't even come to see these artists. They came to see girls shake their ass. So at least give them a moment to where they can enjoy what's going on. You can't keep the music at the same level and same integrity that you do when the girls are stripping. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that. Because we don't even understand what Future is saying. We feel what Future is saying. We feel Little Baby. We get it, and we already are familiar with the words, so we feel like we understand what's going on. But you can't really hear what Cardi B is clearly saying, and you're not supposed to while the girls are stripping. However, I'm reiterating, if you're going to have unknown artists perform, you have to cater your sound to that segment of the night. To be fair for the artist and to be fair for the people. Because now if the music is turned down a bit and the mic is turned up and the people are actually hearing the artist, they might enjoy the show. They might, they're able to forget for a little while that girls aren't stripping. And they're into what's going on stage. Oh, okay, I kind of like this guy. Oh, I like this girl. Okay, this is a new artist. Oh, that's kind of dope. But you have to give the people a chance to hear what's going on. You have to EQ your music in a way that caters to the artist at that moment. Because in doing so, you're catering to the crowd. It wasn't just me. I admit, I gave a bad performance, but it wasn't just me. Artists before me. You can't hear what the hell they're saying. You can't hear. And they were rapping over their song, which made it even worse. Because now they got their song playing in the background, they're rapping over it. We can't understand the song because it's mad loud. Probably wasn't mixed or mastered properly. And we can hear what they're saying. Because the beat and the lyrics on top of the beat are drowning them out over the microphone. The microphone's mad low. You're like, that don't work. You can't do that. You can't do that. Somebody can come in there with a popping ass record. That's a new artist. And the people in the crowd can't hear what's going on. They can't get into it. They can't feel it. Even if the beat is hot, if the beat is knocking, again, remember, we're familiar with Future's song. We're familiar with Lil Baby's song. We know what the beat sounds like. So we're forgetting that we can't clearly hear this beat properly because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to feel it. A new artist comes in with a banging beat. If we can't hear the beat, there's nothing to be familiar with. You lose the people that way. Again, I gave a bad performance. I know that. I was in my head. I started off wrong. I didn't connect with the crowd the way I should have. It's terrible. Even in noticing how low the mic sounded before I performed, I should have told the DJ what I'm saying right now. I should have said, hey, listen, man. I get it. We all here for the strippers, but yo, while we're performing, let's give the people a show. Let's give them something that they can actually hear and understand. DJ, if you don't mind, let's turn the beat down a little bit. Maybe take some of the low end out. Turn my mic up. Let's give the people a show. I should have done that. So I was in my head while I'm performing. I'm blaming myself. I'm just mad. I'm like, I don't like what's going on. I don't like what I'm doing. I can't hear myself. They can't hear me. No one's paying me any mind. It's like, and again, it wasn't just me. It was the guy, the artist before me too. Nobody's paying them any mind because we didn't come to see them. So when you got people in a position where they didn't come to see something, you have to make that something appealing enough for them to pay attention to it. You have to help it be that. And again, my fault. I probably could have helped myself be that a little bit more if I would have connected off the bat. But I didn't. I didn't say the right thing. You know what I mean? There was a birthday party. There was a table in front of me. They had bottles. They had sparklers. And there was a birthday happening right in front of me. A birthday. And instead of addressing them and wishing them a happy birthday, I gave my little speech before my performance that nobody gave a fuck about. You know what I mean? Like, and they shouldn't have. But I should have been in a moment and acknowledged their birthday. You know what I mean? There's about 15 of them at the table. Just wishing them a happy birthday and speaking to them and showing them love, that might have just built the connection with them. And then that energy would have transferred into, and now again, you still can't hear what I'm saying while I'm performing. You know what I mean? The music is still too loud and the mic is low. But that little bit might have helped. And I failed to do that. And I realized that I failed to do that right while I'm performing. So I'm just having negative self-talk while I'm performing. Like, it was just terrible. It was terrible. The record's hot. The record is hot. But terrible performance. But yeah, DJs, man. Strip club DJs. Y'all gotta, yeah. You gotta understand it's a different, scenario from when the girls are actually stripping to when you have unknown artists performing. It's different. You got to treat them differently. That goes for any unknown artist, not just me. Any unknown artist. Eating the last of these 1,000 plantains for the night. Get back to work. No, man. What the hell, man? Yeah. All right, where we at? Where we at? Hot rod. Hide share count. Nope. All right, which bar should I go with? Let me see. funds ain't no fun. Bar today. No funds ain't no fun. Bar today. I'm looking for the questions. Already got the answers. You need everything. Bar today. Bar today. She wanna ride the wave, so instead of a condom, use a stocking cap. And she ain't lazy when she lick the lollipop, and she be lollygagging. Bar today. Whether it's Michael or Magic, I am MJ with it. No, MJ with it. Straight renegade with it. Bar today. Whether the bar today. We're unequal equality seems to be the argument, because you don't want the hurt, so you'll just take the perks and swallow it. Bar today. We're unequal. Bar today. I'm breaking if the don't lie. They scared with no harm. I'm just bar today. Look, ain't nobody bar today. Yeah, I told them the rain was coming bar today. So fresh that I shower with my clothes on. 2 birds, 1 stone, killing time bar today. Wow. Same month Sonia Massey was shot by a gray son. Our beloved break dancing was shot by a ray gun. Bar today. Bar today. Okay, she got 2 pair of lips. I'm trying to bang on the other set bad. But blood on a rag? Now that's a red flag. Period. Bar today. Listen. A cocky humble. Bread. Listen. Bar today. It's childhood lessons that you carry. You can't prove nothing really. So shouldn't round earth also be considered theory? Bar today. It's childhood. All right, that's not ready yet. We got friends in the bed. Harder, got friends in the bed. Chandler. network issue. Log off this.